Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Golden Sun, the Lost Stage. In the last part, we crossed the Gondwana Cliffs, found a couple Jinni, and made our way to Naribwe, and now we're gonna head farther north to try and get to Kibombo. It should be fun. Oh crap, I should have had Jenna attach the flashing. Well, whatever. Whatever. Alrighty. Jeez, Jenna, way to drop the ball. Alright, here we are in the Kibombo Mountains. Oh, this place doesn't look like it's very fun. Not very fun at all. Alright, I got a stuffed nose somehow. Is the way clear? This area is clear. The strange one has not been seen. And there? We have not seen the stranger near the village. Do you believe he was truly headed toward Kibombo? The guards here were only recently knocked unconscious. Correct. We were under orders to maintain a strict watch over the mountain pass. No one must be permitted into Kibombo until Akafubu has completed his ceremony. Then we had better hurry to find the one who attacked our guards. Keep a good watch. Do not permit anyone to pass. If anyone interrupts Akafubu's ceremony, he will hold you responsible. Everyone? Avoid was still in effect. Anyway, everyone sounds like they're afraid of this Akafubu guy. But honestly, that from a name like that, how could you be afraid? It's just so much fun to say. Personally, Akafubu sounds like a spoiled brat based on his name alone, but that's just me. Anyway, the Kibombo Mountains here are a forced stealth section. It's more like a puzzle than actual stealth, but I still don't like it. Oh, one thing I keep forgetting to mention about Felix's battle theme, the one that's been playing most of the time in battles, it was actually used in Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Golden Sun medley that they used for a few of the stages. I don't know if they reprised it for Super Smash Bros. 4? Or brought it back. Ooh, new axe, a disc axe. It looks hilarious. Alright, anyway. But point is, they used Felix's battle theme for part of that. The other part of it is a boss theme from later in the game. Which I will point out once we get to it. But for now, we've got to get through a stealthy section. Yeah, you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna head down here and push this down. And then we're gonna kill a wild gorilla and a pixie. That pixie's fast. No, Shiba's asleep. Whatever am I going to do? Woo! Jenna gained a level, and she learned how to ply well. I guess you could say she's plying her trade. Yeah, you don't have to get all the treasure chests now. We do get a chance to go through here when there isn't a forced stealth section. So if you prefer to wait, you can. But I just like dropping a box on that guy. I think we can talk to him. Hey, who's there? Get me out of this crate! It's dark, it's cramped, somebody get me out. Ooh, power bread. I'm gonna save that for Piers, because, well, it should be obvious by this point, he's going to be our 4th party member. Alright, so we have 2 options for dealing with the dog. We can use Tremor to knock over that crate with the bone on it, and the bone distracts him, or you drop a rock on him. Grr, ruff, ruff! An intruder! Repel the true intruder immediately! Here! The intruder is here! Kibombo does not permit visitors! You just follow this road right back to where you came from. Guard! Get him out of here! I didn't think the puppy would spot me. But, that was a nicer reception than I thought there would be. You'd think a warlike people catching you would want to kill you. Okay. Fortunately, I decided to move that thing, so this should be a pretty quick fix. I will see you guys back at the puppers. Alright, here we are again. I'm just gonna leave that chest alone for now, and get through the stealth section. I'll pick it up on the return trip. Let's see, I believe we can cast Whirlwind here. An assassin! Assassin is such a weird word. It's got 2 asses in it. And he's dead. Not a very good assassin. Wait, why are there assassins in the Kibombo Mountains? Does someone want to kill Akafubu? As a kid, I always got Akafubu's name wrong. I always threw in a B in there somewhere, like Abakafubu. Like Abracadabra plus Kafubu. Yeah, I wasn't very good at reading as a kid. And that's a Jupiter Ginny, but we can't get it right now, unfortunately. We'll have to come back for it later. There's so many things I have to say that about. I cannot wait until I don't need to say that anymore. Joke's on you, Jenna wasn't planning on casting. Mwah ha 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 ha. Alright. And here we are in Kibombo. And as you could tell by it being darker, it is nighttime now. If the great Kibombo's mouth doesn't open, Akafubu must not yet be a true witch doctor. I feel so much excitement. At last, will the great Kibombo recognize Akafubu's strength? Akafubu was a good man when he was training with Oreo. After Oreo died, Akafubu was simply no longer the same. Akafubu has not yet attained the magical skill that Oreo possessed. I worry for our future if Akafubu's character is as weak as his magic. Akafubu's ceremony is set to begin soon. I wonder if he'll succeed this time. It's strange that Akafubu decided to try again tonight. What bolstered his confidence? Akafubu blames his failures on the jewel he originally used. He claims it was no good. That's why he led a team of soldiers to find a new one. They attacked some town to get the jewel he needed. I hope no one was injured. Huh. Maybe the Kibombo aren't as warlike as people have been assuming. I hope the great Kibombo is satisfied by Akafubu's jewel and opens his mouth this time. If the great Kibombo opens his mouth, he will have acknowledged Akafubu's power. When the great Kibombo accepts the jewel, the door will open. Is making the jewel float with the power of his mind all there is to it? I would have thought a ceremony like this would have required a little more effort. He's failed so many times already. Won't the same thing happen again if he tries it another time? If the great Kibombo likes the jewel, his mouth will open and his tongue will stick out. It sounds weird, but it's a sign that the Kibombo accepts the offering. If the great Kibombo actually moves and sticks out his tongue, I might just faint. Hey, no pushing! You're not going to get any closer with all these people packed in here. There are so many people here. If I want to see the ceremony, I'll have to climb the posts. During the last ceremony, Akafubu made the jewel float in the air, but the mouth of the great Kibombo did not open. The great Kibombo is supposed to open his mouth if Akafubu is worthy. When the Kibombo is angered, his eyes glow with rage and fire shoots out of his mouth. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I hope Akafubu hasn't angered the great Kibombo. I would be sorry to see him die like that. That does sound like a gruesome way to go. Akafubu is attempting the ceremony again tonight. Oreo performed the ceremony with no problems. What's holding Akafubu back? From the sound of it, the jewel. Or his childlike behavior. Yeah, anyway, everything is closed down for the ceremony, so we're going to have to find an alternate way to... well, I guess we're just going to have to wait for the ceremony to end. Ah, there. Let's see if we can work our way around there. Maybe. I don't know. That's weird. I've forgotten where to go. There we go. I mean, I'm not used to Shiba having Lash, but Jenna gets it. Or has it. Whichever. I just had a weird thought. Why does the armor each character is wearing take up a slot in their inventory? Oh my. I've heard of ceremonies like these. Foreign deities are so frightening. And he's going to offer his usual services. Glad to know we have those. I wonder if a man in my position should really be in a place like this. Oh, you'll be fine. No one hurts you guys. Oh, we can't go over there. Well, you know what? We'll just run across the roofs. First, is there anything down here? No, there is not. There is not. At last, the sacred night has come. Tonight, Akafubu becomes the Kibombo's new witch doctor. All of you, pray in the depths of your hearts for my success. It looks like the initiation ceremony is beginning. I'm not sure what will happen, but we'd better hurry, Felix. Who are you? Wait, What are your intentions? It looks like Piers has already forgotten us, huh? Yes, he did. I know! We met Piers when he was in jail, and it's not like he had lots of visitors either. Wait a second. I know you! You're the travelers who came seeking me when I was in jail. Oh, so you do remember. What are you doing in this place? Actually, that's what we wanted to ask you. We were worried about you, Piers, so we followed you here. And that's what brings you to this dangerous place? What's that supposed to mean? We came here to help you, Piers. Why are you being like that about it? Tell me something. Exactly when did I ask for your help? Silence! I shall now present our jewel to the great Kibombo. Gasp! Oh, great Kibombo, please accept this, our humble gift. Please, great Kibombo, accept this jewel. Look, the great Kibombo has noticed the light of the jewel. Why, great Kibombo? Your prayers were weak. Open your hearts to the great Kibombo. Sing your praises and dance for the great Kibombo until your prayers reach his ears. Akafubu is no witch doctor. He's an adept. I may have to confront him to get my orb back. I may have to fight. I will do whatever it takes, but I will have my black orb back again. It's no use. We can't get to Akafubu from here. This won't work either. What are we going to do? We can't get over there. Piers is in trouble. Shouldn't we try to help him? Maybe if we could do something about that stump, we could reach the backside of Kibombo. We've got to help Piers, right, Felix? Must disagree with Kraden. What's all this now, Felix? Is it too much to ask that you help Piers in his time of need? Yeah, I'm on it. First, I'm grabbing the Synergy Stone, though. Gasp! That power, was that Synergy? Yes, it was. I knew it! I should have spotted it at once. You're adepts! Wait, does that mean you're... Yes, my name is Piers, and I too am an adept. To be honest, everyone in Lemuria is an adept, and not just me. What's Lemuria? Lemuria is an island that lies in the center of the Eastern Sea. Wait a second. You said Lemuria? I've heard that name before. Of course! It was Lord Bobby. He often spoke to me of Lemuria. He said it was so advanced that we can scarcely begin to imagine what it must have been like. You are correct. My home was and is all that you say. Whoever told you this knows much of Lemuria. But wait, if it's so far away in the middle of the ocean, how come anyone knows so much about it? It is not easily reached, and we Lemurians seldom leave. I cannot imagine how anyone could have learned anything at all about us. Except... Hold on a moment. Bobby? I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, yeah. Everyone knows about Lord Bobby. He's the ruler of Toby. He's a tyrant who kidnapped me to make my parents build a lighthouse. I've never heard of Toby. Until recently, I had never left my home of Lemuria. Piers, are you just playing games with us? Oh, don't be foolish. What would I gain from lying to you? I'm being quite serious. Piers is not playing games, Jenna. You can trust him. Thank you for believing in me, Master Sage. Please, call me Kraden, Piers of Lemuria. And I am the one who should be thanking you. You look puzzled, Felix. You are probably wondering what I'm talking about. No, I couldn't care less, and I must disagree with Kraden. Oh, good. Then I probably don't need to tell you. Wait, just because my brother knows what you're talking about doesn't mean we do. Tell us! If what Bobby told me is true, Lemuria is all that remains of a once great civilization. Your friend is correct. In fact, the reason I was sent to Vale was somewhat related to my inability to find Lemuria itself. I don't understand. What was in Vale that had anything to do with Lemuria? Bobby believed that, in Lemuria alone, the power of alchemy remains unbound. Lord Bobby had need of Lemuria's alchemy, but despite our effort, we could not find the lost city of Atlantis. Since we could not find Lemuria, Lord Bobby sent me to unlock the secrets of alchemy myself. Ah, yes! Bobby! If I recall correctly, a man named Bobby came to Lemuria long ago. He stole one of our ships and fled the Isle. Yes, that must indeed be the same Lord Bobby who now leads the people of Tolby. They used no instead of now. Now I'm even more confused. This is making my head hurt. I mean, if Bobby really stole a ship from your home, why would he be trying so hard to find it again? I can't expect you to understand, my dear. Lord Bobby's reasons for finding Lemuria are complex. Not really, he just wants to live forever because he's an idiot. But if he already found Lemuria once, why doesn't he just go back the same way? Once you have left Lemuria, finding it again is quite difficult, even if you know where to look. Well, why? The waters around Lemuria are wrapped in a perpetual fog. It is very difficult to navigate. I remember Lord Bobby once saying something to that effect. Even if one locates Lemuria, getting through the fog itself remains quite a challenge. I don't get it. Why can't you just sail straight through it? The ocean currents around Lemuria are swift and treacherous. Only one who can sail a Lemurian ship can complete the long journey. But Bobby stole a Lemurian ship from you, right? That means he can sail it. You said yourself that he used it to flee the island. Unfortunately, Bobby was the only one of us who could use the ship. You see, Lemurian ships can only be helmed by adepts. Which is why I have to get my black orb back. I must be able to captain my ship. There may be something up ahead on this path. Then, let's go. Wait a moment, Piers. We want to help you get your orb back. You intend to help me, Kraden? I am on this quest for many reasons, one of them being that I wish to see Lemuria. If you would allow me, that is, I'd like to visit Lemuria myself. If this is something you would do for Bobby, then I cannot permit it. What? Why not? Bobby is a thief. He is not well loved in Lemuria. It is partially on behalf of Bobby, but there's more to it than that. I want to go to Lemuria so that I can see the full power of alchemy. I want to aid Piers so that he will take us to Lemuria. What do you say, Felix? Must disagree with Kraden. Why, Felix? Why? Please, we simply have to. What's the matter with you, Felix? I don't see why we can't help Piers. Yeah, I'm with Jenna on this one. I appreciate your offer, but... I understand, Piers. You're not sure if you'll be able to take us to Lemuria. Is that it? Can't we talk about this later? Yes, of course. For now, let's just get that orb back for Piers. Alright, and Piers is in the party now. So similar to Jenna, his, most of his available classes and his, synergy set do not match up well. He comes with 2 Jinn of his own, Spring, to restore some HP to one party member, and Shade, which blocks a lot of damage. Piers is styled as a warrior-type adept, but because his element is Mercury, or water, because his element is Mercury or water, most of his available classes are for mages. Like you'll see, even with 4 Mercury Jinn, he doesn't learn Wish Well, which happened with Mia in the last game. Oh, sorry, I can't talk. But if you give him 4 Jinn of any other element, he will learn Wish Well. It's a very weird situation. But regardless, we're going to do what we can with Piers, so I'm going to give him the Power Bread and make him very sturdy and tanky. But Piers is overall the weakest character in all of these games. It's a dead end. But this was the only path. Isn't it a little strange that there would be a path that just goes nowhere like this? Not really. I see. So that's how it works. Listen up, Felix. Dig there. Must disagree with Kraden. Don't worry, just use Scoop. You'll see why in just a few seconds. Dig there. Oh, fine. I see. What's this? Someone has put something in the ground here. And this statue. Well, take a look. Felix, try using Scoop around there. I thought so. You thought what? These marks are here to indicate an entrance there, in the center of the design. You mean we can go inside this statue? You could, at one point. The entrance is probably beneath that stone. I wonder, was this the only one? Seems that way. Man, if this was the only entrance, then I feel bad for the people who built this statue.
Why is that?
Well, if this is the only hole, then there's no way for air to get in or out. It must have been really hot when they were working in there.
I hadn't even thought of that. We must inspect this area carefully, Felix. Jenna has raised an interesting point. If people did indeed build this, they would not have been able to do it without an air supply. They might have opened a vent somewhere nearby. And if so, then there may have been a ladder to enter the vent. We should try to find it.
Kraden, there doesn't seem to be anything of the sort here.
What were we just looking at? If there is a vent shaft, it would probably be quite old, maybe even buried. Exactly like those marks we just uncovered. And if that's the case, we should search more thoroughly. Okay, Felix. Yeah, that scene is entirely optional, because it's right here, and if you just scoop and enter the statue from here, you don't even have to watch that scene. But I figured I should show it off anyway. Anyway, here we are in the Kibombo statue, and I'm gonna go ahead and call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.